Hello, this is John from caveofprogramming.com. In this tutorial, we're going to do a couple of little easy things just to improve the way our bitmap, our fractal looks. So the two things we're going to do is, firstly, instead of calculating the colour by multiplying it by the hue, we're going to calculate it by taking some number to the power of the hue. And you can do that by using the POW function in C++. And we're also going to set all the pixels that have the maximum number of iterations to black. So if you want a bit of an exercise and you understand what a power is, then you could go ahead and try to do that yourself. You might have to Google for a bit of information about what header to include or whatever. Okay, so let's do that now, and do pause the video and have a go if you think you could do that. It's a good little exercise. So to use there's a POW function built into the standard library in C++, and we're just going to include here math.h, and again, as usual, it could be, for example, math or something on your computer. So if you haven't got this header, then you want to Google for, for example, power function or POW Visual C++ or something like that. So let's go down here, and now what we can do is we can calculate our green color here by setting it equal to a power of 255, because the hue varies from 0 to 1. So if we take 255 to the power of the hue, normally it'll end up being less than 255 because the power will be some fractional number, and at the maximum it will be 255 to the power of 1, which is 255. So if we run this now, then we should see a fractal that's quite a lot nicer. Let's take a look. So now we've got this, and the other thing that we can do is just set the pixels that have the maximum number of iterations to black. So to do that, let's take our declarations of our color variables and put them at the top of our second nested loop in main.cpp. And then I'm going to take the code that calculates the green color, which I've just chosen to use here, and paste it further down after we've done the necessary calculation of hue. And then I'm going to start by initializing all these values, red, green and blue, to 0. Now, once we've got the number of iterations, we can say if iterations is not equal to Mandelbrot max iterations, then we go into doing these calculations of the hue using our histogram. Otherwise we won't bother, and if we don't bother, then we're going to get 0 for all the colours, which is going to be black. So let's run this and see how it looks. So if we take a look now, we've got this, which I think is fascinatingly beautiful. It's really looking really quite interesting now. Now, to actually get this to look amazing, we'd have to get into picking particular colours, even picking particular colours for ranges of iterations. But we're going to leave this there, at least for now, and we're going to move on next to implementing zoom. Okay, so until next time, happy coding.